Hi everyone, it's Nishti here, specialist dietitian for children and parents. In this video, I'm going to give you 3 tips to get started on the milk ladder. So the milk ladder is for children with a confirmed delayed allergy to cow's milk. And it's a step-by-step guide to reintroducing milk back into the diet. I think we have a video on what is the milk ladder, which we will link. And here at Nishti's Choice, we see so many parents with children who have a milk allergy, and we're here to help and guide you. So in this video, I really want to give you some tips because this week in particular, I've just had so many parents who've been so anxious about starting the milk ladder, which is a very common thing that we tend to see. So I'm hoping that this video will help you in some way or the other. So make sure you stay to the end because I have some nice information to reveal to you towards the end. Okay, so number 1 tip that I want to give you is, if you're anxious as a parent, then I want to challenge you to think why you are anxious. So today I spoke to a mother, and she said she's really anxious about starting the milk ladder. Her child is 11 months, and she's very anxious about starting the milk ladder. So I said, okay, you know what? Let's dive a little bit deeper. Why is it that you're anxious? So she said, well, I'm worried that he will have a reaction and then he will struggle. And then, okay, so if he will have, which is understandable. And I said, okay, so that's a future projection. So then we went back to, where does this fear of the future actually come from? And understandably, she has really struggled. Well, she really struggled up until the diagnosis of cow's milk protein allergy in her child. So for weeks, if not months, she had gone from GP to hospital to GP, and no one had really picked up that it was cow's milk protein allergy. So she's gone through so much trauma already, which makes it understandable that she is worried about starting the milk ladder. Because it's like, is it going to trigger a lot of all these events again? So we examined the past and we said, you know what, at the moment, your son is doing really well, but we cannot use what ifs and project fear onto the future, which, by the way, is a very common thing that we see with our parents in clinic. And that's why actually I trained to be a mindfulness teacher, because I feel like there's a lot of projection onto the future. What if my child loses weight? What if my child doesn't grow adequately? What if they miss out on certain nutrients? So always question your mind when it tries to put you in fear of the what if. With cow's milk protein allergy and starting the milk ladder, yes, there could be a reaction, but you are starting the milk ladder in your child because they have at home, because they have a delayed allergy to cow's milk. So the worst thing that could happen is that they have a reaction and then we stop it and we start again at some other point. So let's not allow the mind to catastrophize starting the milk ladder. So I hope that's helpful. You may think this is actually not helpful at all and I've made it worse. That's not my intention. I like to, as a mindfulness teacher and as a dietitian, I like to just say it how it is and really bring you into the present moment, where actually at the moment your child is doing well, which is why we can start the milk ladder. So let's not allow the mind to take us away and cause fear and anxiety. So my number 1 tip is stay present. Number 2, and I want to share my screen for that, because share screen. Okay. Share. I hope you can see this now. So there is something called the IMAP recipes. Okay, let's just put this away. So over here. Now, if you Google IMAP recipes, it comes up, and I always click on this first page here. You must have seen the milk ladder 6-step or the 12-step milk ladder. And we have got a video, I'll see if we can link it, about step 1 of the milk ladder. Now, there are shopboard versions, and they can be very helpful, of course. But I would highly recommend that you use these IMAP milk ladder recipes. The reason for that is you can make it sweet or plain. There is no sugar in them. And actually the ones that we share in our ebook, we don't put any sugar in. And these ones, yeah, they are of course sugar-free as well. It's using banana as a natural sweetener for step number 1, which is biscuit. Step number 2, muffin. And step number 3, where we go, step number 3 is pancake. So I would highly recommend you use this because 1, they're sugar-free. 2, you know exactly how much milk protein you are giving your child. With the with the shop bought versions, it's not the end of the world, okay? So I don't want you to think that it's the end of the world. It certainly isn't. But, you know, they're full of sugar and you don't know how much milk protein you're giving your child. So something to be mindful of. So that's my second tip, is to follow the IMAP recipes. Now, I just want to show you something else whilst we're at it. So bear with me here. Where are we? Oh, let me just go back here because I want to show you what we have here at Nishti's Choice. We have this ebook here that you can purchase for $9.99, and it really takes you through everything you need to know about the milk ladder. It is so comprehensive and it has all the recipes and is only $9.99. So make sure you check that out on Nishti's Choice website, down where it says shop. So all shop, there we go. And it has the recipes in there and everything that you need to know. Okay, so then the number 3 tip is don't compare. I know you are probably on some kind of Facebook group where everyone's sharing their story, and gosh, is that helpful to be around a community? It's super helpful, but sometimes it can also be very stressful. And I had one parent who really struggled with anxiety following all the comments in this group she was a member of. She thought that her child had to eat a certain way, be at a certain stage, and all of this thing. He has multiple allergies. And I said to her, you know what, do you think it might be the right time to just step back from from these forums for a bit whilst we are working through the milk ladder? Her son hasn't progressed through the milk ladder as you would want or expect, but expectations are just expectations. And some children will whiz through the milk ladder and some children won't. Some children will take ages. You will start and stop multiple times. And you're probably thinking, what am I doing wrong? You are not doing anything wrong. Some children just take a little bit longer to outgrow their allergy, and that's fine. We need to have patience, no comparison. As my university lecturer used to say, stay in your own lane. Best advice ever given to us young dietetic students, all comparing each other's results to everyone else. No, stay in your own lane. It's the greatest thing you can do. All children are different and they will outgrow their allergy at a different rate. Okay, so number 1 is follow the IMAP recipes. That will be really helpful for you. Don't compare. And oh yeah, of course, number 1 was try to live in the present moment and don't project fears onto the future. Well, you are not doing it. Your mind is doing it. So watch your mind and come back to the present moment. So I hope these 3 tips have been helpful for you. If they were, please let us know in the comments below. If you need any help and support, then we do provide one-to-one online consultations to families all over the world. We see clients from America, Australia, the UK, Europe. So make sure you check us out on info@nishtischoice.com, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.